Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Testing Gyan. In today's video, we are going to learn about conditional statements in Java. So let's understand about conditional statement in general first. So let's take a real life example of voting. So in India, for voting there is one condition involved. So if you are 18 or above, then only you are eligible for vote. So let's understand how you can handle these types of conditions in Java. So the first conditional statement in Java is if. Now let's understand about if with the flowchart. So this statement will be executed based on condition. So if your condition is true, the code then only the code inside your if block will be executed. If the condition is false, it will skip the code which is written inside your if block. So let's understand it with the Eclipse. Let me open my Eclipse. Let me write a code for example which we have given earlier. So I have declared a variable age. Let me give value of age as 19. So let me write if condition over here. If age is greater than equals to 18, sys out. Let me execute this. So since my age is greater than 18, it shows me you are eligible for voting. So if I give value of age as 10, let me execute this now. So now if you see, there is no output because the code which is inside this if block is not executed. Let's check for 18 as well. So now because the age is 18, it is executing, you are eligible for voting. I hope everybody have understood if condition by now. Let's understand about if else now. So guys, here is flowchart representing if else statement. So this also will be executed based on condition. So if your condition is true, the code which is inside your if block will be executed. But if your condition is false, now the code which is inside your else block will be executed. Let's see in Eclipse that how this works. Let's continue with same example. Now I want to print whether you are eligible for voting or whether you are not eligible for voting. So with this if block, I'll write else. Sys out, you are not eligible for voting. Let me execute it. Let me give value of age now as 29. So since value of age is greater than 18, it executed the code which is inside my if block, that is you are eligible for voting. Now let me give value of age as 9. So now since I am not 18 and above, or the age which I have entered is not above 18 or 18, so it is executing you are not eligible for voting. So guys, after this if else statement, there is one more statement in Java, that is if else if ladder. So let's understand about this if else if ladder with an example of CGPA and marks. Let me delete this code. So now I'll declare my marks as variable over here. Let me give total marks as 90. So now there can be multiple conditions over here. So let's understand about those conditions. So first condition will be if my marks is greater than 90. Then my CGPA is CGPA 9. Now there can be a condition if my marks is greater than 80. then my CGPA will be 8. One more, if I put in else if my marks is greater than 70, CGPA will be 7. Now for all other condition I'll put your CGPA is low. So for that I'll put only else condition. Else sys out your CGPA is low. So let's execute it now. Let me give my marks as 98. So it executed. Since my marks are 98, my CGPA is 9. Let me give marks as 78. So it says 88, sorry, I gave value 88. So it says your CGPA is 8. Now if I give marks as 78, it prints CGPA is 7. So if I print marks as any other value, maybe 67, then it prints your CGPA is low. So for every value which is less than 70, you will print give this to marks. It will print your CGPA is low. I hope this if else if ladder is clear. So last if statement is nested if statement. Let's understand this with a real life example of age and weight. So let's consider if you are above 18 and if your weight is above 50, then only you can donate the blood. Let me delete all this. So if, let me take one variable as age, other variable as weight. So for weight I'm putting W. Let me give value as 89. If age is greater than 18, sys out your now here for donating blood I have to check two conditions. So I have already checked one condition. Only if this condition is true, then only I'll check my weight, right? So I'll write another if condition inside this if condition. So I'll write if W is greater than 50, sys out you are eligible to donate blood. So let me put age as 19. So considering this situation, my age is greater than 18 and my weight is also greater than 50. Now it should print you are eligible to donate blood as well as your age is greater than 18. Yeah, so it is printing both your age is greater than 18 and you are eligible to donate blood. Now let me put age as 17 and weight as 89. Let's see how it goes. So now it is not printing anything since my first condition is not sufficing. So my age is not greater than 18, hence it will not go to this if condition. So now let's say if my age is 27 and weight is 49. If I execute this, so my age is greater than 18 but my weight is not greater than 15, hence it is printing only your age is greater than 18, but I am not eligible to donate blood. I hope nested if is also clear now. So now that we have understood all the if statement, there is one more conditional statement in Java where we can handle all this. So let me show you flowchart for that. So that statement is switch statement. So based on expression and cases, it will execute your conditions. So I hope this flowchart is self-explanatory. Let's understand it with real life example. Let me open my Eclipse. So let me write code for switch. Let me take a number over here. Let's say num equals to 80 maybe. Yeah, and I'll pass this num to switch. Now I'll define various cases inside the switch. First case will be 80. Sys out I am 80. Next case will be 90. Sys out I am 90. Let's case now default case. So if the condition is met within these two cases, it will execute any one of them, and if the condition is not met, it will execute default case for all other cases. I am default. One more important thing, guys. We don't want, if this condition is satisfied, we don't want next condition to be executed. So we'll put break condition over here. Break. Don't worry, you will understand this break in later coming videos in detail. But for now, this break is important in switch. Yeah. So let me execute this. So for now my number is 80, so this case 80 should be executed. Let me execute this. Yeah, so it is printing I am 80. So if I give value of num as 90, so it is printing I am 90. So let me give value as 79 maybe. Yeah, so now it should not execute case 1 and case 2, it should execute this default case. Yeah, it is printing I am default. So I hope the switch statement is also clear by now. So even if you don't understand by now, you can mention your doubts and comment, and we'll try our best to answer those. Don't forget to like and comment over this video. Thank you guys for watching it. Do subscribe to our channel.